Welcome to Kiki and Pivots. My name is Brianna. I'm here with my co-host, Mary.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey.
And today we have these very exciting guests for the first time from Sized Salon. And so I'd like to introduce Jamie, who is the owner and founder of the salon.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Hi, I'm so happy to be with you guys today. Thank you so much for having me.
We're excited
my name
too.
is Jamie Lopez. I'm the CEO and owner of Babydoll Beauty Couture Salon. And, I'm just super happy to be here.
Yay.
Yay. We're so happy to have you.
Yes.
Thank
And
you.
also with us is 007, why don't you introduce yourself and explain what you do at the salon?
What up, world? This your girl, Miss 007. You already know, Fat People's Champ, Princess of Hip Hop. I am the fashion stylist at Babydoll Beauty Couture, and I'm just here to make everybody feel sexy.
Okay. It's working. I feel totally sexy now.
I know. I feel sexy just in
It's like
your
you can do it through
girl.
the camera. It's amazing.
It's a lifestyle.
I thought we could start out with you, Jamie, talking about your vision and mission, because a lot of people won't have seen this before. They may see the interview before they've seen your show, and hopefully they will be so compelled by your presence that they will go see the show. And we did see the premiere, and it's tons of fun. So why don't you explain the mission and the vision that you have for Babydoll?
So Babydoll Beauty Couture, it is the world's first plus size friendly salon. It's a safe place for women of all shapes and sizes to go and get glam and, just have the experience, because, I myself have just really, experienced so much discrimination in the beauty world. So we wanted to create this safe place for all women to come and just kind of be accepted for who they are and be treated like queens and just get the overall glam experience. So it's a really fun, and I'm really proud of it,
That's awesome. And what kicked off your passion in this? Like, when did you when did you make the decision that this was a mission for you and that you wanted to take it on?
Oh, I think it was probably my last time at the nail salon. I used to go get my nails done all the time with my little sister, and I would go and, we'd go there and they would go and get this special chair from the back, and they would like drag it all the way from the back. It was so loud, and it was really embarrassing because it was like, you have to sit in this steel chair because you might break our chairs, or we might not service you because we think you're going to break our chairs. And it just was one time I just walked out, and I just never went back to another nail salon. And I was like, I'm going to create my own. I'm going to create something that people don't have to go through this ever again. And I was really determined to do it. So here we are.
That's awesome. Have you always felt that empowered, or was this a process for you?
I've always felt empowered. It definitely wasn't a process. The process was just getting it all together, putting the pieces together. But I love when people fuck with me. So when people try to make me feel a certain way, I'm going to come back and prove them wrong.
No, this is definitely the ultimate revenge in that way.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I'm curious, before we ask questions of 007, my dogs are making an appearance.
Yes, her dogs are making an appearance.
They're part of the podcast. I don't know if anyone told you that. Anyway, so what's that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say, which is weird because I had a dream about that I had two dogs in my arms in the interview, and their names were Chanel and Bullet. I swear to God.
That is so strange.
I had a dream that I was holding two dogs in my interview this morning. I was like, hi guys, say hi to my babies. And it was Chanel and Bullet.
So weird.
I have one named Chica, which is, it's kind of like Chanel. That's the girl dog who's just like, I'm not interested.
Yes. And then we have Mojo with his ear sticking up. Like, what's going on here?
Because he got the mojo, trust me.
Yes,
exactly. I won't go into the reasons for why he got his name, because it's but I'll tell you off camera. Yeah. So I just want to know, what, for both of you, what advice would you give to other plus size women? And I just want to let you know that I had gastric sleeve surgery and lost 100 pounds and have been keeping most of it off, but thank you. I'm just saying that I have some idea of the experience, maybe not to the same degree, but I have a great deal of sympathy and empathy for that situation. So I'd love to know for both of you, what is your advice for women who do feel embarrassed, who do feel disempowered?
You want to go first, Jamie?
Yeah, I really feel like they really need to, just know that they're unstoppable and they can do anything. And I really like to use myself as just kind of like, just the lead, like, just see through me that you can pretty much anything is possible. Nothing's going to stop me. Heart failure didn't stop me. Being 800 pounds didn't stop me. Being bedbound didn't stop me. Like, nothing's going to stop me because my head is already made up. I know where I'm going. I know what I see that I want to accomplish, and that's it. It should already just be done. Time hasn't caught up with us yet. So you can do anything. Just put your mind to it, and don't let anybody stop you.
That's awesome. What about you, 007? What's your advice?
I totally agree with Jamie. And the only thing I'll add to that is that reassuring yourself and knowing that you don't need another person to make you feel beautiful or make you feel confident is pretty much the key for me in life. Like, I've had a lot of situations where I've been used or treated poorly and just taken advantage of. But for me, being able to learning to reassure myself that I'm beautiful, I'm smart, I'm talented, and I don't really need anyone to reassure me of that. I reassure myself, and I just keep it pushing, and I strut that shit.
There you go. Strut that shit.
Yeah, you do.
Now, 007, my question to you is, how did you get your nickname?
It's actually not a nickname. My last name is Bonds with an S. Originally, it was without an S, like with my great-great-grandfather, but there's a weird story to that, how we got the S to our last name. I don't know if we're going to go into that. But my great-grandfather's name was James Bond without the S. And he moved to St. Louis and added the S for numerous reasons. And that's how I got my last name. And that's how I got
007. There you go. Makes sense. Totally makes sense. Cool. Okay, so Brianna and I want the tea about the other ladies. So we're going to ask you, who do you consider to be the biggest diva?
Shit, me. No, Jamie.
Do you agree with that, Jamie? Are you the biggest diva in the salon?
I like things a certain way. A diva, but I mean, things need to be intact.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
No, honestly, we're all divas. Like, I don't even, if there was a top diva, I would still say Jamie. But honestly, every one of us are so much of divas. It's almost sickening.
Jamie's just head diva in charge.
Yes, exactly.
HDIC. Yeah.
Yeah.
HDIC right there.
Yes.
So 007, who would you consider to be the most level-headed one out of all of you ladies?
Me.
Why is that?
Probably because I'm selfless and I think with my heart and not my mind all the time, and my body and what I have and my assets. I literally think with my heart. Okay. So when everybody's kind of like doing their thing, I'm kind of like focused on the business, like
right,
all the time. And I probably clash with people sometimes because we all like to chill, kick it and play, but I be in business mode all the time, and I need to learn how to chill sometimes.
So who can't you leave in a room alone together? Like who cannot leave in a room alone together?
Jamie, you answer that.
Don't pass it on me. She asked you.
I'm asking you, 007.
Oh, me?
Yes, you.
You can both answer.
Both answer.
It depends on the situation. You mean because they might get into it, or they might get drunk and tear some shit up or something?
Because they might get into it. Because there might be some drama going on.
Don't make me answer these.
Yes, you, doll.
Please
Ooh.
defend.
She pleads the fifth.
Fair
How about you,
enough, fair
Jamie? How about
enough.
you, Jamie?
Tune in. No.
Yeah, how about you tune in for that? Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. So who is your ride or die? Who would you consider to be your ride or die?
Jamie, of course.
I was like, you better say me. No.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Have you two been best friends or been close for many years?
We have like 6 years, 5, 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Mary's
5,
my
6
ride or
years.
die.
And I'm honestly, I would say we became closest during the pandemic. We were literally all each other had
Yeah.
2022, 2021. And then my dad passed away in July. So I went and spent like a long period of time back home in St. Louis. But other than that, we've been tied at the hip since we met, really.
Yeah.
Relatable for sure.
So
Mary and I also met during the pandemic, and I lost my dad in May. My condolences to you. It's been tough times the last few years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is
Yeah.
really tough. So I have one final question for both of you ladies. If you ladies were a Spice Girl, what would your Spice Girl nickname be? And I'm going to start with you, Jamie.
Oh my gosh.
I feel old because I don't even remember their name.
No, you got to come up with your own name.
You have to come up
We
with your
came
own
up with
name.
ours too. We'll
But I
tell
was
you
just
ours
trying to
after.
like put something with their name.
No,
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 you have to come up
So
with your
it's
own
your
name.
own name. Like I'm
Spice,
Geeky Spice because I'm the technical one over
And
here.
I'm Ghetto Spice because I will slap them.
And just call me Double Spice. I mean,
There you go, double
Oh.
Spice. There you go. That's a good one. What about you, Jamie?
Oh my gosh. I think I just have
She
to do
doesn't
Babydoll
like
Spice.
spicy stuff.
Babydoll Spice. I love it.
Love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So here's a question that might be tougher. We see on the first episode that your man, DeMarco, Jamie, he's getting some behind your back, he's getting some flack. Why do you think that the ladies they aren't wild about DeMarco?
I feel it's because we've had infidelity issues in the past. And, you know, you can't do something to somebody's friend and then expect no backlash. So, of course, they're going to have their reservations and things like that. So, I think that's where it comes from. You know, I guess we'll just have to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, 007? Because we saw you really reacting to that. Is it because you feel that he doesn't always have her best interest at heart, or what are your feelings about that?
I'm gonna tell y'all to tune in because I actually practically lived with Jamie 2022 when I moved to Vegas. And so I know a lot more than the other girls, saw a lot more than the other girls. Y'all just need to tune in because I don't even want to talk about DeMarco.
Got it. Okay.
Got it.
Wow.
Moving on from
Sounds like
DeMarco.
there's some changes. Yeah. So
Yeah.
speaking of things like that, we saw you with Taj. It's Taj, right? Where you asked her to do your makeup and she immediately reacted with the, I don't do this for free, girl. This is my profession. And what's happening there?
You have to tune in.
You are not giving us answers. We want all the tea. Do you guys
Just say
normally
this.
give each other treatments and
I'm
stuff?
gonna just say this. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt because she owns a salon and has worked in, I'm sure, other salons. That might be a thing in the salon world. I've never worked in a salon until now. I don't know that life. I'm an entrepreneur and I don't do shit for free, so I don't expect shit for free. So I'll just say it was a little insulting. And yeah, I've never got my makeup done before ever. I've always done my own makeup. So I was just trying to like stall some time. And yeah.
I get it. I feel
Yeah.
you. So
I
wardrobe
guess we have to
stylists
tune
don't
in to find
normally.
out how that went.
We're all going to tune in now because there's so many unanswered questions. But so is it really different working in a salon than it is being like an independent stylist?
Oh, absolutely. Like I started this in LA. I've been completely freelance for 5 years. So I'm used to being in my car bouncing all around with my setup in the trunk. Um, I did a lot of pop-ups and a lot of vendoring events and things like that because I not only do custom bras, I have lingerie, lipstick, and lashes. So I have my own like lines of
Right.
various different things that I do and sell. And so being in the salon and having to be somewhere for long stretches of time with beautiful women who I love.
Never. I had to always keep her there. We'd always be
It's
like,
a bit
"Where did Shan-
stressful
where did
because I
Della
always
go?"
want to go somewhere. I want to go to the store. I want to go get some
Yeah.
ice. I want to go here. I want to go there. I need to go to Michael's and get some more needles. I don't know. I gotta go.
She'd much rather be running an errand.
I think during the pandemic, we all got used to sort of doing our own thing, right? If they made me go back to the office full time, I would lose my mind. So I get it.
Yeah, that's why a lot of companies are not functioning properly because nobody wants to go back to work. We've all figured out how to do it without doing it. You know,
Mhm. I
pandemic
know.
was a gift and a curse.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I hate saying that, but there are some blessings that came out of it, even though many
Yeah.
people are losing their lives still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how my dad passed away. He passed away from COVID.
Oh
So,
God, I'm really sorry to hear it.
trust me, it was definitely a curse, but it actually matured America, I would say, for sure.
Oh, that's an interesting comment. Why do you say that?
I just feel like people who were usually, and I'm saying this from coming from where I'm from. I'm from Ferguson, Missouri, where there aren't a whole lot of opportunities. And the people that I know who were doing not the best before the pandemic have learned to adapt to finding ways to make money and surviving way better than they could prior to COVID. People have invented things, started businesses that they may have never started had COVID not existed. Internet is booming. TikTok made people rich and famous. Like, so there have been a lot of new online or at home opportunities that have allowed people to be able to advance their lifestyles, as well as, when I say mature, a lot of us couldn't stand being around our family members and friends. We were honkered in with everyone. Like my parents made my brother and I, my brother's my manager, Brominger, made us come back to St. Louis when the COVID hit. And we hunkered in and we haven't lived with our parents in years all together. And it was just a lot. So it definitely taught a lot of people who had to be in that situation, who hadn't been, how to adapt to being around other people and adjusting to other people's ways. And just, I mean, it opened us up a lot. And I feel like it definitely matured me.
That's an interesting comment. So Mary, do you want to ask the big question?
Sure. So, ladies, what are your biggest hopes and fears with appearing on reality TV?
Because we know this can be a mixed bag.
Yes, definitely.
You want me to go, Jamie, or you're gonna go?
You can go.
I think my biggest fear, I'm gonna start with, is that people will get a misrepresentation of who I truly am and what my true intent when I say certain things are. I also think that in some cases, because I am from a very different place, and outside of one of these girls, everyone's from the West Coast, and The other one's from Florida, but I'm from the Midwest and we're just a lot different. So my fear is that even some of the things that the girls might say about me, people will take and make this false perception of me that isn't real. When really I'm very humble, very kind. I'll give you anything, even if I don't have it. I'll suffer to help you and make sure you shine. Like, that's just who my true character is. I'm a giver, I'm a lover, not a fighter. But if I need to fight, I got a whole bag of bullshit I could bring up, you know? But what was the other half of that question?
What are
No,
your
just like your
hopes?
fears, your hopes.
Oh, my
like,
biggest
Your
hope.
hopes.
yeah,
Yes.
what do you
Yeah,
hope will come
but
across?
my biggest hope is that, for one, Babydoll and our team, each together and individually, we become the biggest shit popper in the whole world. Like, I want us together and individually, because everyone has their own individual things going on as well. But my hope is that everyone soars past even their own expectations. And yes, fashion is everything to me, but it's really like the second everything to me. My biggest hope is that my music does what it was supposed to do 7 years ago.
You're a musician.
I'm a rap artist, so
Yes.
you don't know?
Yes, yes, we do know you're a rap artist.
I didn't.
So
well, you
that's
guys,
how
we still
Jamie
want
and
you
I
to
met.
tell the stories because in
Right.
case people haven't seen it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that's how Jamie and I met. Jamie booked me in, like, I'm just gonna say 6 years ago, to perform at her BBW club in Vegas. I had no idea who Jamie Lopez was ever, but I looked her up. She was fabulous. I was like, oh my God, she's amazing. I'm going. And so I came out here. I performed my hit single, Important, which has gone crazy viral multiple times. If you Google I'm Important, my face pops up. Yeah. So yeah, that I just pray that song does what it should have done many years ago. A lot of people know me, but a lot of people don't. And yeah, I just pray that my music does what it should have done a long time ago. I truly believe that I was ahead of my time. I went crazy viral in 2015, and a lot of labels, like Jamie had her issues in the salons. I had my issues in record labels. They literally were turning me away because I was fat, or still am. But that was literally what they were saying to me. Like, I had an exec say, I do believe you're what hip hop is missing, but we just don't know if you look like what hip hop represents.
Ouch.
And that never deterred me. I still head first, flooded the internet, put out a lot more music. I switched over into the sync world. So I've got a lot of licensed music out there. I was just on Fast and Furious 9, which came out last year. That was the biggest one. But since then, I've had Cadillac commercials, the new GMC 2022 Denali, all those songs and multiple commercials are really me. So yeah, I just pray that the music does what it's supposed to do. Like, before this world ends, I want many Grammys, many awards. My goal is to be on the BET Awards 2023 stage performing. I mean, yeah, with Jamie right next to me, because she sings too.
Oh. So what about you, Jamie? What are your biggest hopes and fears about being on the show or having the show existing?
I feel like I went into filming the show fearless, and told a lot of, my authentic truth, and let people in my life to things that they have not seen, because I've always been very polished and I've always been very reserved because I'm the face of my company and I'm the boss. But I did a lot of suffering in silence. Nobody knew what I was going through. So I just really hope people can see, like, that I went through all these things and it didn't stop me, and that I can inspire them and let them know that they can do anything. And also just the simple fact that, you know, I just want big girl global domination. I've been saying that since I've very much started. I feel like these barriers need to be broken. And that's really my mission. And I really just want to help women. That's where I get that gives me my high. You know, I just love to see women smile and feel beautiful and just really be an advocate for them.
So what are your fears? Do you have any fears? Maybe about how social media will perceive you, or?
No, I'm used to being called a fleet of trucks and a fat cow. I like it. Come on, bring it on.
Fleet of
Come
trucks.
harder.
We fat and popping over here, baby.
Just that's simple. As long as my message gets you know, heard, that's all I can ask for.
Got it. Well, I know we're out of time and you have a hard stop, and you have a lot of interviews to do today, but I want to thank you so much for coming. And I would love it if we could interview you at the end of the show, you know, at the season finale, because it would be interesting to see, you know, from beginning to end.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. I would love to. I'd be honored. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us, ladies.
Yeah, best of luck.
Thank
And
you.
we'll see you hopefully
Thank
again
you.
soon.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.